Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Uh, Today we have a good friend of ours, Oren. Oren, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thanks, Marcus.
Okay, I mean I know it's a little late for you right now. Thanks for coming by. Just wanted to just first start off by saying thank you. Thank you for trusting us. I remember us speaking earlier on, and before we go into more of the specifics of what you're doing right now, I want to actually know how you got started into doing what you're doing. Why are we even on this call today? Right? Where did your journey begin? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, it's a long story, but I'll try to, make it as quick as possible. So, like the whole journey started probably around 3 years ago, where I was just working a job. It's pretty cliche, but I was looking at online business models and wanted to get started in an online business, but I didn't know where to start. So I tried a bunch of different business models. The first one was, I think, it would have been like blogging, ranking pages on Google. I did that for like a couple of months through SEO. Then I actually had a YouTube channel at one point, which got monetized. And
YouTube
I
automation?
stopped. No, I actually made like motivational videos on YouTube.
Oh,
Um,
Okay.
yeah, so that got monetized, and then 2 days later it got demonetized. So my YouTube dream kind of just it never came to fruition. So yeah, after YouTube, I started doing low ticket e-commerce, the classic like AliExpress drop shipping route. I did
what was
that
the
for
first
like,
product that you sold? What was the first product you
sorry,
sold?
what was the first product?
Yeah.
I sold, I think, do you know there's moon lamps like you find on
Yes,
AliExpress? Like,
I
Yeah.
yeah.
have one.
Oh, you have one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I made a store around moon lamps, and like I think I made like one or two sales in like 5 days. So I closed that store down as well. Um, then
Why
I
did you
yeah I had a bunch of
Why did you close that store if it was like you were making five sales? Like, what problems were you facing back then with low ticket?
yeah the problem would have been like the profit per sale. Although I could acquire customers, basically because it was low ticket, it didn't really like the money I spent on ads. It kind of that kind of took away from my profit. So I wasn't really making any money. I was just spending a lot on ads and not really seeing any profit
Yeah.
or returns.
And then how did you get introduced to high ticket from that transition?
Yeah, so I was actually on YouTube one time, and yeah, I saw. I think it was like it was Dropship Breakthrough, maybe. I can't remember exact person who I saw, but yeah, someone was talking about high ticket drop shipping, and I thought that was like, okay, that sounds pretty interesting. Let's look into that. And yeah, I just basically started learning about high ticket drop shipping ever since then.
Wow. And then when did you come across like Peak Flow community?
Oh, I saw Trevor's videos like pretty much everywhere because once the algorithm started knowing that I liked high ticket, it just started pumping out videos.
That's how the algo does it, right? It's the freaking
Yeah,
algorithm.
yeah, I saw Trevor's face like in the multiple videos, and I was like, okay, I'll click on one of his videos, and I started watching the videos, Trevor, and I was like, oh, okay, this guy clearly knows what he's doing. Let's just keep watching his videos, and then yeah, I just binge watched like all of your Peak Flow, Trevor's videos for a period of like I don't know 1 to 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay. Last question. So, what were some of the bottlenecks you were facing with your dropshipping business before coming into the program, the one-on-one program?
yeah, so I would say Google Ads was the main one. Um, I had campaigns set up, like Google Ads set up in a way where they weren't quite profitable in a sense. And I think what Trevor was teaching on like the YouTube videos, it really made sense. And I was like, okay, let's see what how I can improve the Google Ads side of things in the business, and that basically that changed a lot of things for the business in terms of the returns and yeah, just more efficient sort of ad spend on getting more profit.
Okay. I guess the big question which a lot of people want to know is like what type of results were you able to achieve in your business? Let's just say like last month, was that your all-time high in your business?
Do you want like figures or
Yeah,
is that?
like what were you like able to achieve like let's just say like last month, August?
Yeah, I think last month was 260, like 260K in revenue and sales. So yeah, it was a very good month last month for us.
Was that your biggest month?
Yeah, by far. Yeah,
Okay,
260. Yeah, it was
oh,
definitely one of the bigger ones there.
got you. I do remember like before you came into like the launch pad, which is the one-on-one, you were a part of like the group. It was it's no longer a thing anymore, but like you were part of like a group. You were kind of doing your own thing, and like you got to what like 10K a month profit around there, like towards like the end of last year, I would say. Like, do you remember that journey a little bit? Like, you kind of doing it solo, and then like you're just executing and then asking questions occasionally. Like the difference between that and then like working like essentially one on one.
Yeah. So basically, yeah. So back then you had the yeah, there was like the school community. I used that to sort of yeah, I guess to scale the business to a certain point. But obviously, without the one-on-one coaching, I hit like roadblocks. I didn't. I guess I didn't know what the next steps to go from 10K month profit to 20K month profit. Uh, and the coaching really helped me with that. Like Trevor's one-on-one coaching. That basically catapulted me from the 10K months to 20K, 15, 20K months in a short amount of time.
Okay, got you. So I guess like since we kind of worked together during that time period, from my perspective, we mainly just got more ad spend um, into the business, added team members, fixed or added some automations, and actually like turn what it seemed like a side hustle into like more of a business. I guess during that whole period, what do you remember like before we started working together and now like what were like some of the biggest things that you implemented into your business? I know the ads was like a very big thing, but anything else that looking back like you wish you just did earlier?
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, so the first thing would be the ads, like the way you do it, Trevor. Yeah, the ads were a main thing. I had a previous setup which wasn't that profitable. As soon as I implemented what you taught on the one-on-one and the program, yeah, it was a night and day difference in like weeks. So I started seeing results literally in a matter of weeks, which was really good. The other thing was also in terms of, I guess, designing the website, like having some of the website recommendations and the elements that you basically recommended in the actual website itself. That was really handy. Another recommendation from you, Trevor, was I think yeah, to do with brands, like onboarding more brands and basically having more products on the site and more suppliers. That changed a lot for the business. It grew the revenue very quickly.
Mhm.
Um, what else? Yeah. So, and also the automation side of things that, yeah, I think when he recommended to sort of step away from the business and all the admin work to sort of be handled by a VA or being automated, that was a huge game changer as well in terms of scaling, because that means I didn't have to spend much time on the admin side of the business. I could use it more in terms of actually growing the business.
Okay. um I remember like when you first joined, like you were spending lots of time like in your business. Like more of like on the admin tasks. Now do you have like how many team members you have now in your business? Helping you like fill orders, customer service, taking calls.
Oh, so team members, you mentioned automation. So all I have now is just I've got automations put in place. I don't have any team members or VAs. So I have automations that basically help me in terms of the order fulfillment. So I have like I have automations for that. I have automations for basically notifications. Like when leads come in, the notifications come to my email in a separate folder. I don't have a VA, but I have a lot of automations, as I've mentioned. Yeah.
Okay, so you're running the whole business with no VAs right now.
That's right. Yeah.
That's actually I didn't expect that because I thought you would maybe have like one or two, maybe helping you take the calls. Do you plan on having VAs anytime soon?
No.
Okay, I didn't expect that either.
Yeah. It's pretty lean right now. Like most of the time that I spend now would be it's growing the business or basically paying invoices that come from my suppliers. That's most of the work, and obviously leads that come in through phone calls and replying to those leads. I don't really spend much time doing those tasks anymore because of the automations. But yeah, I don't really see. I probably don't need a VA. For a couple of few months, I think.
That's that's interesting because you must have automated quite a bit of things um, at 260K where you don't need any VAs. Do you get quite a bit of phone calls then per day?
Yeah, so phone calls are a big part of the business. A lot of my sales are closed through the phone or through invoices in the form of draft orders via Shopify. So yeah, it's the business runs a lot on incoming calls from customers that have questions on products or shipping or that sort of stuff, and I'll just take the calls. It's I enjoy talking to my customers. I don't really mind. So yeah.
Okay, got it. Mhm. Most people, they want to just like outsource it as soon as possible. But like I remember still taking the calls for my business. Like I would be in a hotel, and then the customer would call, and then I would just close the deal then and there, like make 1,000 profit, and like be happy for the rest of the day. Like those days are like honestly the best days of running your business because like you're so involved, and then in the day to day of your business. But I guess like where do you see yourself, just a year from now or like 5 years from now with your business? Do you want to sell the business at all, or you want this to cash flow for you, and then you plan on doing anything with the cash flow?
Yeah, so that's a good question. The goal right now, be growing the business to a certain point in terms of profit. Once I reach that consistently month after month, I I'd want to sell the business potentially next year. Yeah, so I'm looking at towards the end of next year. I do want to sell it to get yeah, the- I guess the cash from the business from the sale.
Okay. Yeah, you want to looking to sell the business within the next year. Like, do you mind like sharing, what you plan to do? Like maybe invest in real estate, start another store, um, another business. Do you have any ideas?
Yeah, so I'll be doing high ticket ecom for the next year or so. I'll definitely be doing it for the next year.
Hmm.
But I'm actually I'm learning another skill. I'm been getting to trading. So
Okay.
yeah, it's just crypto day trading. So I've been doing that on the side. So that's good. That's probably going to be my long term play starting next year.
Got you. Um, the funny thing is that I'm also doing trading on the side. Not with crypto, but like with just stocks.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like you have the cash flow from the business, you have consistent cash coming in, you can make plays. But yeah, that's interesting. I didn't expect you to like go down that route. But I hope like the trading goes well because it's definitely a lot to learn. Like charts, it's like seems pretty difficult to be honest.
Yeah, it definitely is. Demands a lot of like screen time and just the viewers of yourself. Really, it's a lot. It's a mental game.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's what I see myself doing long term. So yeah, it's just but yeah, I enjoy high ticket e-commerce as well. I want to do it for the next year or so and
Mhm.
grow the business as much as I can.
Okay, got you. I guess last question for me is like, for anyone like looking outside into like high ticket e-commerce, maybe they're just like considering starting or they already started, but they're just deciding like should they go all in or they should put in 30% effort. What would you say to those people like sitting on the sidelines looking to go into high ticket e-commerce?
I would say definitely go in. It's worth it in the end. It's changed my life. Like 2 years ago, I was in a completely different situation. High ticket e-commerce literally changed my life, and now I'm free. Like I'm not working in a normal job. I have freedom. I can do whatever I want. I can go wherever I want to a certain extent, and there's no boss. So if someone wants to get in, I'd highly recommend it. With the help of Marcus and Trevor, the best coaches on the market, it's a no-brainer.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that one. Thank you.
Appreciate the
One
kind
one quick follow-up question to that is just on the topic of high ticket drop shipping. For you, like personally, what was the biggest impact or like change for you in your life? Was it like just a job for you, or was it like just the whole entire lifestyle? What was the biggest impact for you?
In terms of like starting the business and growing it, or do you mean like the
This change,
uh,
like for me, I was able to travel more, go to restaurants I would want to eat more at, stuff like that. But what was the biggest change for you?
yeah, so the biggest change for me would be the freedom. So I when I'm running when you're running a business like this, you can your days you can your days aren't limited to a desk or an office. You can work from wherever you want. You can go wherever you want. You can take calls, work on the business from any location. You're not chained to a certain location. It's just the freedom aspect, and obviously like with the money, you can do things that you weren't able to do, like go to nice restaurants, go traveling. I've done a bit of that, and I will be doing some of that soon. Going to Dubai next month,
Oh,
so so I'm excited for that. But the opportunities that I would never have imagined 2 years ago that I'm doing right now. So yeah, very blessed.
same. From Australia, right, Oren? You're from Australia.
Yeah, brother, I'm from Australia.
Melbourne, right?
Oh, yeah, I was in Melbourne, but I moved to Perth over in the west about 9 months ago.
Okay.
So high ticket dropshipping works in Australia too.
It definitely works in Australia. Yes.
Love it. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, um, thank you, Warren, for coming on and sharing your story with many others in many years to come. Maybe other people from Australia will see this and be motivated, like and see like, hey, you can do it from Australia. You could be in Australia selling in the AU market and do really well for yourself. Um, but yeah, you've been a great client, and this is just the beginning. This is what I say. Like, this is just another chapter in your life. Chapter two is, who knows what you might even hit bigger months in your business.
I feel like it's just the beginning as well. Just scratching the surface of what's really possible. The numbers are climbing every month. It's just, yeah, I'm so excited. Every day is just, I wake up just ready to work, and I'm always excited. And yeah, I can't wait for the future, really.
Yeah, that's when like you found the right thing. Because like when you're generally wake up and then you're excited to work on your business, like that's me every morning. Like you found like your passion, you found your mission. That's
Hmm.
good. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
Well, that's pretty much it from me. Any other final words, Marcus?
I'm good.
Nice. Well, we'll call it here. I'll just end the recording.